back up.
Okay.
Testing
Rain?
the streams.
Still waiting for it to notify me that he's streaming.
YouTube says
There
it's
we
starting
go.
up. And Twitch shows on live. Does the sound come through?
Okay, be quiet.
Yep, I heard sound on Twitch.
I'm being very, very quiet.
Yes, we have you. We have your sound.
I could.
Yep. Got my sound and I at least heard Steve, so I know you guys are working. So great. All the audio issues are fixed. Yay, let's play now. So let's continue the recap.
Where did my other one go?
Where did I leave off at? Oh,
Or
yeah,
should
what everybody
we
got.
restart the recap, unfortunately?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, Nexus didn't get the Sunblade.
Well, we didn't hear the DM, but that's okay because the DM just basically said, "You guys do the recap."
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And then
And
you
I've
ran
been
away.
doing it, so we're good. So anyways, we went back to plan to fight the Necromancer. Didn't get very far, however, as two specters decided to float up from the floor. And we were in a very small, very...
It was more than two.
No, it started
total.
with
two
It
in the
started
beginning.
with two.
By the
started
end,
with
it was
two,
five.
and then we got rid of one of them, and then another one came up, and then the fourth one came up, and there was four all together, and we got rid of them because we're badass. So pretty much where we left off.
Yeah, you guys are taking a small breather after the fight.
Last I remember, we were discussing whether or not to go back and get something else, but I don't remember what.
Sunblade.
The Sunblade.
Yeah, but we didn't have the money for the Sunblade, right?
No, we had the money. It would have
We
cost
have-
everything we had.
It would. Oh, that's
Actually-
right. It would have completely wiped us out.
Hold on, how much is the Sunblade? Was it 55?
I think it was.
Check my notes.
Because we don't have enough then. We're short 500 now, I think. I might be wrong.
I only borrowed 400.
No,
Or-
plus
The
your
Sunblade
700.
is 5,500.
Yeah, we don't have enough. Not in the party funds.
We could
Nope.
probably talk him down.
I seem to remember him going, no, just at the barest mention of being talked down.
No,
We
I
barely
think
talked
the
him
issue
down
was-
for the Nexus stuff.
Yeah, no, I think the issue was we were like, oh yeah, I'll give you 100 or 1,000 for that. It's like, you're crazy.
This
No,
is
we were
true.
doing that with the Nexus stuff. We weren't doing it with the Sunblade at all.
True.
He seemed very reluctant to negotiate on prices. If you guys, essentially, if you guys get really high rolls, then it's possible.
And Hondo's the best negotiator.
Oh crap! I just realized I don't have my
Hondo
stuff.
negotiates?
Saren's a really good negotiator too. She's
Yeah,
never had the
Saren's
chance to
pretty
really
good.
use it.
Yeah,
She's
I'd
only
say
done it a
Sarah
few times,
negotiates.
but
What Hondo does isn't negotiating with quotation marks.
He kind of
that's
forces, I believe is the word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He says,
Saren actually
do it
has a
or I'll
background in
sick
it,
crunk
so.
on you.
Convince?
Hondo's way of negotiating is to say do it or I'll sick crunk on you.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Kronk negotiates with kindness.
Is that what you've called it?
Yes.
Yes, that's his Warhammer name. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to go back to Pocket's store and do that.
It's what time is it? It's late evening, right?
No, it's noontime now. I mean, you guys.
And how do we know how long before the store disappears?
Day and a
End
half.
of the day.
No, I
thought
think
it was
it's
in-
like a 2-day period he sticks around for.
1 day.
1 day? Okay.
I mean, the other problem with the Sunblade is that there's only one person who can use it. Realistically.
There's two.
Yeah. It's a
Who's the other
two-hander
one?
for you.
Well, you can use it.
Right.
Eve is proficient in it.
That's
Much
true.
more
And I
proficient with-
think Hondo
Hondo is technically proficient, yes.
but he'd never actually use it.
Yes,
No, he would never
fine
use
in
it, but
close
he is
combat.
technically proficient.
I mean, I don't have a lot of gold to contribute to that now. The ability to walk on walls and ceilings kind of wiped me out.
Well, if this is in character, gotta talk in character. What are you
Kronk not
guys
see
doing?
wisdom in this.
I'll be honest. I think that if Hondo really sees the need for this Sunblade, he ought to mention it in character, because in character, both of my gals are like, it's a sword, whatever.
Well, the issue is I don't think I don't think what is it? Not
I think it's meta knowledge
no,
that
no, no, no. I don't mean that. I don't mean the meta knowledge portion of it. I mean that I don't think in character the gnome mentioned that it was good against undead.
he didn't.
He didn't.
Nope.
Yeah, that's the issue. So, yeah, I think that's just gonna sit there then, and
I have to
Unless-
say I agree. I mean, it would
Yeah.
be really helpful, but at the same time, it's meta knowledge.
Unless we get rid of that necromancer and he has quite a bit of gold today. I don't know.
okay. So here's the real question: other than a bard, are there any knowledges that actually would actually let you know? Because he called it a sunblade. That's a very specific magical weapon.
Clerics might be okay at it.
No, my point is, like, knowledge-wise, is there anything that actually knows more about this kind of magic weapon?
Well, anyone can give me an arcane roll.
I was about to say, since Dot, spends all her time just trying to learn for reasons, is there arcane roll?
Yep, anyone can give an arcane roll to see if.
Arcana?
Yeah, arcana.
Oh!
Okay,
All right.
Hondo knows what it
Knows
is.
about it.
Or does he know what it is?
I guess I can try.
Did
Yeah.
that actually give a roll for Dot?
Yes.
Caroline knows
well, no,
nothing.
that's just a standard roll. It didn't do a skill check.
Okay, no, okay.
Darth knows it's shiny.
There.
There you go.
Caroline knows 12. I got
Alright.
12.
Well, Hondo and Dot would both know that daylight is rumored to be very powerful against vampires and undead.
And undead or just vampires?
And undead.
Gronk's not even going to try to make that roll.
What does
He'll
daylight
fail.
have to do with the weapon? Are you saying did he mention that it?
He said it was a sunblade, therefore,
And it produced daylight. He did
Okay.
mention that.
yeah.
It has the one of the abilities of the sword is the sunlight spell.
Okay.
I think the question is, would Hondo say anything?
I would hope so.
Yes, actually, I think he would. I'm just trying to figure out how he's going to word it.
Okay.
Because this is going to be directed at Kronk, actually, which is the crazy thing.
Okay.
So now that we are done fighting our own shadows, Hondo believes we should go back to the shop and potentially pick up that sunblade.
Why?
So shadows cannot exist in daylight. Small Gnome said the weapon produces daylight. If the necromancer is simply sending out he's simply sending out shadows after us willy-nilly, he must have a lot of minions available.
It is very
So you
dark
guys-
around here.
You guys just need daylight? I can make daylight.
So can I.
Yes, but you said that the necromancer was powerful before years ago. So how much more powerful could he be today? Should we not
Oh,
have
no, you can
every
ask Eve.
advantage? Should we not have every advantage possible?
Kronk, very big fan of advantages.
If Kronk uses the weapon, uses weapon against undead, and we are killing Necromancer probably has treasures that we can replace, cost of purchasing weapon for Kronk.
How often would we need to use it, though?
Darkness is there's lots of forms of darkness in the world.
He has a point there.
And devil and darkness likes to work with devils, so it is possible undead could pop up now and then again. However, Hondo's concern is simply surviving this need of yours to get revenge on Necromancer now.
I understand that. And once again, it's not a revenge thing. We'll discuss this later.
It's definitely not revenge for me. I've never met him, but it's not right.
Well, not just that, but Hondo, fine and dandy, you want to get the sword. It was $5,500. We don't have that.
Hondo is sure we could talk him down slightly. How much do we have?
How much can you talk him down?
Maybe $1,000?
Down to $1,000 or down less $1,000?
Less $1,000.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try.
You think you could get him down a little bit more than that? We don't have that much, and seeing as how it's not as easy to get money nowadays.
Necromancer probably has lots of money somewhere in that castle.
If you can guarantee Hondo will get interest on on any investments, Hondo will help with this.
Kronk very interested in investment.
Eve, what do you think? You think it's worth it?
I ain't giving up any of my share for it.
Yeah, well, luckily we have the candy fund.
Yeah, this is on you guys.
Hondo, if you can get him 1,500 less, we might be able to do it. I just want a little money just in case of an emergency.
Nodding.
Dead people have lots of gold.
Hondo thinks he can do it.
Okay, well, who's
Well,
gonna go with
if you
me
can
and
do it,
Hondo?
There's nothing wrong with trying.
Saren, I remember you specifically helped me get down a certain amount. You want to go with us?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hondo can use all the backup he can get. I mean, in case he needs it.
Darth might just tag along because
He'll
why
always need more
not? He's
minions.
bored.
Robert as well. He
Yeah,
wants to
Kronk
see-
will follow.
Robert wants
Are we
to
all
see how
just
this
going?
negotiating is done.
Yeah, I guess all of you seem to be going.
Well, it
All
doesn't
right.
make any sense for us to split up the party. So yeah,
All
let's go.
Let's go.
And then we can test out and see if I can actually convince one of the guard things to come away or do what I ask.
Oh Lord, I'm going with you to do that, Dot.
Well, I thought that you and Eve were coming with me.
Yes.
Yep, no prob. So yeah, you guys all make your way back to Pocket Store.
Faraline's just gonna look around, but listen in at the same time.
What can I do for you guys?
We have decided that we have an interest in that Sunblade you had for sale. However, we need to talk about the price. I believe you
Alright.
said it was $5,000 flat, correct?
5,500.
That sounds higher than you said before.
Nope, it's always been 5,500.
Well, would you perhaps be willing to go down to, say, $4,000?
No.
So this is where you offer a counter offer. This is how we haggle.
Counter offer.
Have
5,600.
Kronk know nothing about numbers, but that sounds like good deal.
Kronk, come look at this, Rob, look at this new shiny thing here.
Oh, thank you. That was perfect.
What about partial trade? Would you consider the lower coin cost if we give you something else valuable in return?
Sure. What do you got?
Hondo will put his short sword on the table.
All right. And what short sword is this?
A +1
You
short
can
sword.
link it in. Just +1.
Generic shot +1.
All right. Looks it over. $250.
It is worth much more than that. If you sell it, you'd be selling it for over $1,000.
No, I'd probably be selling it for 400.
Hey, DM, quick question.
Yes.
How much would Darth's staff be, the one that Fairline made him? Because we didn't say any other properties except for the spike growth, right?
And spike growth is what level?
I believe she made it a level 3.
Well, it's the
Or
actual
no, level
level of
1.
the spell.
No, level 1. Sorry.
Okay.
And it's made out of Fey wood.
You're not really too interested in pricing, but you could probably sell, like if you bought it in a store, it'd probably be around 750 to 1,000.
Kronk pulls out
Fairlane's
the dragon claw dagger that he'd been carving for a long time and sets it on the table.
Looks over the dagger. Licks it. Dragon.
It is silvered.
Oh, he's licking one of the parts of the bone.
Ah,
Dragon.
Saren kind of
Can't tell.
gets her eyes wide and looks at it. It looks at what he just put down and pulls Kronk aside. What the hell do you think you're doing?
don't worry.
I mean, it's
Fine.
nice. I'd give you 100, 150 for it, maybe.
Fairline's gonna go up to Darth and kind of nudge him. Hey, Darth, you remember that staff I gave you?
Yeah, I got my staff here. I added a blade to it, but yeah.
Well, it's worth about probably 700 to 750 to like 1,000. I can make you a new one if you really want that sunblade.
And he'll give us what, 250 for it, maybe if we're lucky.
That's a good point. Doesn't hurt worth asking unless you're super attached to that one.
Well, it did almost spike you two when you're having that argument that other day. That was funny.
True. It's true.
But
And
anyway,
she's huh?
Continue.
Oh, I was gonna say she's just like it's up to you, Darth, if you want to or not.
So I had recently added the blade from my chain devil chain onto that as well.
Oh, that's right.
As a quick aside, did Dot tell everybody in the party that the weird shimmer thing she had seen, or like the stuff with the actual gnome, or is that just she kept that to
It
herself?
wasn't Dot.
Wasn't Dot?
It was Fairline and Robert, and I don't think we told anybody, did we?
Okay.
Yeah,
About
Robert
which?
only told Fairline, and Fairline didn't tell anybody else.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check.
What was this?
Yeah, I could see him kind of being like that.
What was this?
Him not like having an illusion around him, like
I
he has
thought-
a disguised self. You
Yeah,
found it.
I told Fairline, but I thought either I or Fairline after that, when the others quit talking, informed them as well.
Nope, nobody told everybody else.
No,
No.
because we went to
You
the
went back
tavern
into the
and
room.
right away got into.
I think we were attacked at that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So far we're at how much trade value?
Um,
It was 100. You said 150 for the dagger, right?
and 250.
Yep.
Honda's going to ask for at least 350. Like Honda wants at least 350 for short sword.
Then Hondo can keep the short sword. Give me a persuasion, though.
Yeah, he's going to talk up like where he got this, dragon horde, that kind of thing. Here's my persuasion.
Ooh,
How much did he say for the dragon dagger?
150.
Saren just kind of looks at Hondo, and while Mr. Nomi Man is still thinking about it, she'll just kind of go, "We want 300 for the dragon dagger."
Kronk looks over incredulously.
Saren, don't forget, Saren's got that little feat where she can sell animal parts for double.
That is true.
Kronk looks
Animal
over at the gnome
parts,
and
but
says,
give me a persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
Kronk looks over at Pocket and says, Kronk made this himself. This have extreme sentimental value. I call her
Sentimental don't
Vera.
sell.
I call her Vera.
Oh, it's a good thing there was an advantage there.
Oh God, yeah. Thank God there was advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But tell you what, you two. For that and that, I'll give you 300 apiece. For the dagger and for the short sword.
Did anybody happen to notice what I was doing, Mike, by the way?
No.
Ah.
What are you doing?
That doesn't sound.
The message I sent you in Fantasy Grounds?
Oh, yeah. That one thing you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you pulling that out?
No, he's kind of just subtly reaching down and looking down like he's thinking about it.
Okay.
Yep, Hondo also has 200 of his own gold that he can plop on the table as well for this. That gets us to the, what is that, 800 gold mark, basically, with extra funds.
Yeah. The dagger and the short sword is 600. Then you added 200, so that's 800 now.
And how much of the candy fund, as you call it, is there available?
Still not enough.
But if we can talk him down 500, is there enough?
Okay, out of character, there's 5,300 in the candy fund. I'm looking at the numbers right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
In character,
like, nope.
Caroline just is not telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just says there's not enough.
There's not enough. Also, Mike, just so you know, Faraline's watching Pocket, like, kind of like moving her head back and forth, like watching the shimmer on him.
Okay. I mean,
and she's making it kind of obvious, too.
Okay.
Does Darth notice this at this point? With kind of her looking funny at him and everything.
And Robert, by the way, has moved off to one side. Still at the counter or whatever, but like sitting at one end of the bar kind of thing.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Darth.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
No, that is my perception. Why didn't it roll? Is that under abilities?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Perception.
Yeah,
21.
You happen to notice Fairline, just looking at him. So you start, trying to figure it out. And you do happen to notice there's like a slight shimmer, like he's using a illusion spell.
Okay.
So in the middle of them, like, discussing things, Faraline's just going to be like, Paw, can I have a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you choose to look like a gnome, or what's that? Or do you just magically turn into one?
Dot's jaw hits the ground and she just stares at Fairline. We've talked about this. Rude.
I'm just curious. Like, what's he using? This is cool. I want to be able to use this.
It's a simple spell.
Really? Which one? It's so cool. So, like, are you a gnome, or what are you? Like, what are you, man?
Don't tick off the shopkeeper with the really cool thing that we want to buy.
No, she's
Until
legitimately,
we've bought the really cool
she
thing.
is legitimately interested. Like, what is he using and what his real form is? She's just legitimately curious.
Well, you guys don't really need to know what I look like, so... He shrugs.
And if we would like to know who you really are,
You could leave.
Well, no, okay, so that's cool that you don't want to tell us, but what spell are you using that's awesome? You have, like, this cool shimmer to you.
All right. Hondo has an idea then.
Mike, I got a
Hondo will
Discord
also
DM.
offer. Go ahead. What was
Yeah,
that,
go
Robert?
for it, Hondo. I heard him.
Okay. Hondo's also putting down the carrion crawler mucus on the countertop. Hondo will also offer this. You'll knock off 500 gold, and then we will all make sure that we never mention any unusual noticings of your shop.
I really don't care if you guys notice anything. I only use this form because it makes people want to buy stuff instead of asking me a billion questions.
Are you a dragon?
No.
I suppose we can find out what he is. Do we want to know?
Krunk pulls out the block of metal.
And Dot is just like standing here, turning red. And guys, this is so rude.
I'm not trying to be
want to
rude,
be a
Dot.
And she
I'm
just kind of
legitimately
turns around.
curious. This is cool.
Krunk
just
believes
kind of
you.
waves her
Krunk believes you
hand
said
behind
1,000
her
for
and
this
turns
earlier.
around and says, I'm so sorry, Mr. Pocket. I'm just sorry.
Krunk believes you said 1,000 for this earlier. Offer still stand.
It's fine. And 1,000 for what?
The block of metal.
Wait, Kronk, isn't that the one that, like, you had when you joined us?
Maybe.
But that's cool. Like, what if it's something you need?
It's not very useful right now. There's not
But
enough
what
of
if
it to
it's
make a
useful
weapon
later?
with.
Or what if we have to use it to do what we're going to do? Like, you never know. Darth, throw your staff up there. Let's see how much we can get for it.
Well, hold on. How much are you willing to give Hondo for carrion crawler mucus?
Out
of character, I did pull it up in 5th edition. As far as poisons go, it's a contact poison, and its price per dose is 200 gold.
Thank you.
Yep.
For the mucus, I could give you 150.
All right.
How many doses of that did we have? Just one?
Just
I
one.
did get it. Yeah, I think it's just a 1 dose. Let's see.
That takes us to
950. We're at.
right.
Faraline's gonna pull out a little bit of chain that she has, but not a lot. Maybe like 2 feet of chain.
Okay.
And be like, how much for this?
Nothing. That's useless.
But it's a chain. Look at it. It's cool. And it came from the devil.
Don't care where it came from. It ain't magical.
Yet. Not magical. Yet. And she's just gonna slide it back in.
So out of character, if we include the block of metal so far, we're at 18 or what?
1950.
1950.
Okay. At this point, Dot is watching you guys.
Is Eve here?
Yeah, Eve's just standing in the back.
Probably shaking her head.
So Dot is watching you guys.
Robert's gonna slide back towards Eve. Not obviously, not really stealthing, but just kind of slide back towards Eve.
Okay, and what was Dot doing?
Dot is watching you guys. And without saying anything, she just decides to reach into her bag and she pulls out a loot. Everyone here should recognize it except for Hondo and Saren. She'll pull
Caroline
it
just
out. She'll pull it out and she'll put it on the counter.
We can't. sell
I am gonna
that.
turn to Dot, pop her upside the head, grab the loot, and no.
And at this point, Dot's just gonna look at Fairlight and go, "You all seem so enamored of that thing.
I don't want it.
I
I
don't
can
want.
daylight.
I don't want to sell this at all. But you guys seem to think that we need that. So
I don't think so.
I think that if we need it, Alva would be okay with this.
Well, I'm not okay with this, so you can put that back.
Well, if you're not okay with this, then let's stop haggling. Either we buy it or we don't.
The thing, though, Dot, is she's gonna lean down so nobody else hears. We don't have enough money. We're trying to haggle it so we can have money left over in case of an emergency. What do we have it down to now? Have you kept track?
Dot?
Yeah, or Saren, or yeah, Dot.
Somebody did, but Dot doesn't. Dot's just gonna. I mean, she's still just talking to Fairline. Fairline,
Nope.
This is
She's
getting old.
Caroline's grabbing that loot, shoving it back in your sack or wherever you took it from. She goes up to Hondo. Hondo, what's the price at now?
And Dot
Robert's
just
gonna
starts.
come up to the counter, and he's gonna pull out the Ioun Stone of Agility and put it on the counter. How much
Once
is this
again,
worth to you?
Put this back. Hondo, what are we at?
Hold on, Hondo's gonna look at Robert and be like, "Why was that never around someone's head?"
Very true.
And I'll turn to him and say, "Nobody asked for it."
Hondo has
What
no
does it
words.
even
You
do?
you
And
have
that's
you
from
have
Saren.
a speechless Hondo staring at you.
We did get these stones identified. I thought we identified them before, while we were still there where we got them.
You did. But Saren
Bonk wasn't
didn't.
part of the
Saren
party.
wasn't there. She had left. So Saren is asking, what does that thing even do?
Let's see. This the agility stone. This gives you a +2. Gives you some assistance on your
Makes you a bit quicker.
dexterity. That's what it was.
Saren's just gonna stare at Robert, and she's just gonna keep staring at him while she reaches over and takes it and puts it around her head.
Yeah, Caroline's not letting anybody give up anything else. Hondo.
The stone falls.
It basically you have to attune it
Yeah.
out of character.
Oh, okay, well, she's just gonna stuff it in her pocket then.
And if you
can
don't
I-
use it, Saren, I'll use it.
And that was Eve.
Yep.
No problem. He's not selling this. He didn't even tell me he had it.
So Darth kind of walks up toward the counter with his staff and says, "Well,
No,
what do you
Caroline's
think
gonna
this
grab your
staff
staff
Hey,
and pull
hey,
it back.
hey! He was talking. Let him finish.
Time out.
Robert's going to move very close to Saren and hold out his hand.
Can you use it?
Actually, yes, I can.
Then why haven't you?
I haven't needed it.
Mac.
What about some of us who can use it and have needed it?
No one's asked for it. But I think it's valuable enough to help us here.
Do you think that she's gonna let you sell it? She kind of glances over at Caroline.
Pocket goes.
Depends
I
how
mean,
much
if
how
you
much
guys
you
want to
guys
sell
want
it, I'll
the
give you
sword.
about 25,000 for that.
That changes the landscape a bit.
Caroline's gonna turn to Saren, scooch over to her. It's up to you.
Did Robert mention how big a boost to dexterity it would be?
You wouldn't know.
Yeah. That's
Out
the
of
hard
ca-
in
out of
character.
character, it's 2 points.
Yeah, out of character is 2 points, but
Yeah.
in game, you guys just know it makes you quicker.
Yeah.
So Darth asks asked him what he thinks this staff is worth with a bladed staff made of fey wood, and then he wraps it hard against the floor.
And uses
So you're
the
basically
ability.
triggering it?
Yep, I'm triggering it. Which it's harmless to anyone that sees it triggered, I believe.
It's harmless to, I believe, who you identify.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
it's identified as harmless. It just, spikes everywhere.
Interesting spell. Good wood. Shitty attachment job.
Thank you very much.
I'd give you 500, 550 without the sword thing on top.
Good to know. Thank you. And then Darth just kind of backs away with it.
Krunk,
Okay.
Krunk points out that we have a way to get this and still make money without giving anything up that anyone's been using.
So before everybody started like going off about all the different stuff, Hondo, how much did you say that we had gotten it down to?
So actually, that's why. I was gonna ask Zozo. Can I do a persuasion roll or something to see if I can talk him down to 500?
To 5,000?
Just
Oh, okay.
5 flat.
Okay.
Because I know we're doing a lot of this like in actual like character wise, but I know it takes a while. So if you want to shorten this down,
you can give a roll for all the times you guys have been talking.
okay.
I'd also give you advantage because you do have other people assisting.
Okay.
Ooh.
So 19's the better one.
Look, you guys have bought a bunch of stuff. I'll give you the 500 off.
Okay, so where he's at 5,000, we've got 950 on the table that I think we're willing to part with.
And then Krunk grabs the block then.
So that would basically push us to about that 1,500 you were looking for to get off. We're
Fairline will give you the money now.
Okay.
Eve goes, why don't we just sell that damn stone, make a shit ton of money, buy a few more extra things while we're here?
That's up to Saren. I'm all for it. You said 25,000, Sir Pocket?
Yep.
That's for what, the Ioun stone?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Faraline's slowly gonna turn and look at Saren.
And Saren is just deadpanning you all.
Wasn't that
that's
Robert
you, Saren.
Stone originally?
Krunk turns and slowly stares at Saren, too.
Everybody's just looking at her like, girl.
And Robert is still holding his hand out.
Necromancer will probably
Darth
have lots
slowly
of other
rotates and stares into the middle distance. Blankly.
Hondo's gonna point
Just so long as he doesn't slowly rotate and spew pea soup.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Hondo is pointing out that the Necromancer will probably have, a large treasure pile of his own.
Money angels? Anyone?
We can
Yes,
throw it in with your
Krunk,
food
if we
angels.
find enough money, you can make money angels in it before we pick it up.
He points
Just
at
don't
he points
pocket
at
too
the
much to yourself.
he points at the Ioun stone and says, "No, money angel."
There's no Ioun stone to point at. She's got it tucked away.
Oh.
I mean, Saren, technically that is Robert's. You kind of just stole it from him.
Was he using it?
Doesn't matter.
It was doesn't matter.
Are you using it?
I will be.
But he didn't give it to you, and kind of don't do that.
She just throws it at him and just kind of walks out.
Robert, do you want to give it to her?
I
since
try
she
to
can
catch it.
Or?
With your ducks, I'd say you catch up.
And I'll turn to the rest of them. Do we want to use this or not? I'll go
It's
along
up
with
to
you
you,
guys.
Robert. That's your property.
I'm offering. I pulled it out. I'm offering it if you guys want to use it for this. I'll want part of the proceeds, but if you want to use this to get this sword, it's on the table.
Well, of course we'll give you part of the proceeds for this. I mean, it's $25,000.
Plenty to go around.
Out of character, it's not worth it. In character, Hondo's like, money.
Hondo's just like, money for something that's not mine.
Out of
Right?
character. Out of character in my case, I'd say there's plenty of argument both ways.
I honestly, +2 dex on a already dexy character isn't going to make that big a difference.
So no, so the big catch is, as far as magic items and stuff goes, anytime you can get a pure ability boost of some kind is ridiculously valuable.
That's true. Krunk does kind of have that belt that makes him super strong.
Exactly.
Faraline's gonna put her hands up, be like, "It's up to you, Robert," and she's gonna back up.
Eve chips in. I mean, even with that, you guys could even pick up that one ring you were looking at too.
No, I thought the regeneration one was 50 grand.
15.5.
Okay.
How much are they? How much was he offering for the Iron Stone again?
25 grand.
Oh, I thought it was two. Okay.
No, not 2,500. 25
Yeah,
grand.
I get that now.
And that's gold, right?
Yes.
And
It's not
didn't
copper.
a certain Saren want a crossbow too?
Krunk
No,
thinks
she
he
didn't ask
was
about the
that.
crossbow. She only cared about the long and the short bow, but they were just +1, and she already has a +1.
Gotcha.
But that's just what's out there as well.
Didn't Fairline ask him if there was anything else, or
He asked, "What do you guys want?"
no? When she saw the stuff and she said, "Is that it?"
Yeah, then he would have asked what else you would have wanted.
Oh, I thought I asked if he had stuff. Okay, anyways. So Faraline's gonna start looking at stuff again.
So are we selling the stone?
Robert?
She's not part. Faraline's not part of this.
It's up to you guys. I'm putting.
We're putting it up to you.
And what do you guys want to do with it?
See, Robert, the thing though is our party lets you decide on your own if you want to part with something.
We're putting it up to you.
Yeah,
We're nice like that.
I
So
understand
say,
you're asking, but we're not telling.
I'm offering it to the party.
okay, that's as close to I want to sell it as
It's
bit
what
as
does
probably
the
gonna
party
get.
want to do with
at
this?
at that point, it would be. I honestly, if you're only willing to say you're offering up to the party, then I would potentially open it up to the other characters that wanted to keep it rather than sell it.
Yeah.
If the party wants to, for example, if the party wants to give it to Saren, then we'll give it to Saren.
Oh,
If
see,
the
you didn't
party
say that.
If we want to sell it, then we'll sell it. If we want to give it to Dot, we'll give it to Dot. But
Is Robert saying
I'm-
that?
Dot's just like, I don't need this thing, and
I'm not
Saren has
offering-
left, so.
I'm not offering it specifically to Saren or Dot or whatever. I'm offering it to the party. I brought it out for the option to sell it to buy the sword.
That's as
But
close to sell it as I think we're gonna
What does the
get.
party want to do with it?
So, but wait, is Robert saying he would offer it to Saren or anybody?
No, I'm offering it to the party. Is what I say with the.
Okay. So since Robert's not saying he'll give it to Saren, Fairline will go up to him. You know, Saren really wanted that. You can give it to her instead of selling it. She'd probably like you a lot better too.
That is a lot of fucking money, though.
I'll keep that in mind.
True.
Krunk want money, angels.
Okay, Kronk, you know what? If the necromancer has money, you can make all the money angels you want. I will fill a room for you, all right?
If the necromancer can't die, then the money angels don't happen.
Well, you better kill him then, huh?
Help! And he gestures at the sword.
We already have the sword.
Hell,
We
we
bought
don't.
it. Yeah, we do. We bought it.
Oh,
not as far as I heard.
Not yet.
I haven't
No,
heard
not,
that
I
either.
have,
I
not
heard
have I
that-
heard.
No.
I
yeah,
heard
Jay-
that Fairline gave the money to them, but they never
Yeah.
actually purchased it yet.
Okay, it's Hondo's handing over the money that was handed to him, and then picking up the sword, just staring at the gnome, and handing it to Kronk while still staring at the gnome.
Kronk reaches out and grabs it while staring at Robert.
All right, mark down the money.
Yep.
That's what I'm
And the
doing.
items.
Yep. I'm removing it.
And Robert
All
puts the
right.
stone back in his pocket.
Okay. Eve also goes, hell, we could even buy that fucking staff with that damn stone. If it's that fucking valuable.
Why can't
Wait,
I-
what staff?
The Staff of Healing.
Oh, that's
that you
right.
guys were
Okay.
looking
Why
at.
don't I have that one on here? I must have been out of the room.
Okay, is that actually out of character? Is that actually an item? Can be looked
Yes.
up.
I think they talked. I think everybody talked about it last week because I wasn't in the room.
I don't remember the staff.
For out of game knowledge, there you go.
What was the
okay.
price on the staff again? Was it like 1,500 or something?
The staff is $38.50.
Ah, 10 charges. Okay. Wait, staffs regain charges now? 5th edition is so weird.
Everything regains charges. Then there's a separate optional system where you roll a die and then add or multiply it by 10, and
don't
that's
like
a permanent
change.
charge ability.
I don't like change.
No, I know this, Okari. I know this far too well. How long did it take for you to get to use mechanism?
Screw that. You know how long it took me to even use Tinkers?
Yeah?
I mean, I can't remember how long it took me. It took just freaking forever to even use my first freaking mod. So, yeah.
Yeah, but you just hand over whatever currency you have.
Okay. I'm not doing anything at this point. I just wanted
Yeah.
to know.
I mean, yeah, if you want to give it to Saren, fine. She seemed like she wanted it. Whoop-de-fucking do. That's a lot of fucking money.
So we have at this point purchased the sword, yes,
Yep.
Yes.
and Siren went outside, and the others I think are still looking, or are we
As far
walking
as I
out?
know.
No, Hondo has removed himself from the immediate vicinity of the Ion Stone for his.
Are the walls completely covered in this place, or are there like bare spots?
The walls are pretty much covered with just random shit.
Hmm.
Pretty much anything you'd find on Dead Adventurers. So, is there anything else I can help you with?
So this is all you got?
Well, what else are you looking for?
Anything to protect us from, I don't know, a necromancer that we might or might not want to get rid of?
You already bought the sword. That's probably gonna help.
Well, you got anything in the that you can show us?
Not really against necromancers.
Well, what about magical items, period?
What do you need? I have a lot of shit.
Anything. We
I'm
need
not going to
anything.
talk about it all. What do you want?
And she's gonna turn to everybody. What are y'all looking for? We've got a lot of stuff to deal with.
Money angels.
Okay, besides Kronk, what else do we need? Because we have towns to go visit. Is there anything, Eve, that you might think would be useful for these towns?
Let's see. I'm buying a pair of those fucking boots. I like those things. And she puts her money on the counter.
What boots?
Pocket goes, oh, they're just. I got 2 more pairs of these boots. He dangles up a pair that she's buying. They help when it gets really cold.
Are they? Do they heat you up? Are they like
I'm looking.
a fire?
Give me a second. You have resistance to cold. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow, and you can tolerate temperatures as low as -50 Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as -100.
Okay, anybody else know anything that we could use for when we visit villages?
Dot kind of side-eyes Fairline and says, "No, but Pocket, sir, do you have anything that can help us provision a newly created village without supplies?"
How so?
Well, we don't have supplies to create basic needs like fabric or furniture. But we have an entire village worth of people. We have houses, just nothing else.
No, I don't have anything like that, but I have heard about this old wizard way back before the cataclysm.
What did you hear?
He was working on a way of creating basic needs out of magic.
Oh, interesting. Do you have any books or information on him?
Oh, it was
Book.
just a story I heard a long time ago. I know they say his island is down south someplace, but yeah, nobody's ever made it back.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. And she'll just kind of slip him a gold coin. Thank you. That might just help us.
He smiles. Thank you.
And at the word of books, Fairline's little ears pop up. You got books?
Bookshelf right there, and points to it.
And she's gonna go to it and start looking through it. And she's obviously looking for anything that might be done by Alva, but also what other books there might be.
Okay.
So, what you said this door's in kind of the middle of a wall.
Yeah, in an alleyway.
Is this like a 2-story house or?
Yeah, you can tell from the front of the building that it is a house. But there's
Kronk's
no
gonna walk
way...
outside and climb up on the roof.
Okay.
Around.
It's dark and dingy, and you can see a few zombies shambling around the village.
That's right. It is. Is it nighttime?
No,
No, mid-afternoon.
it's afternoon, but the city has like this aura of darkness and just pressure on you.
Ew.
Just being in this town is draining. And you still stink of death.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I
Oh,
do.
that's right. I forgot that.
I mean, he could blend in. Hey, Mike, is there any useful books, or are they just books about adventures and stuff?
Give me a investigation.
You're gonna screw me over dice, aren't you? Oh, no, I don't find anything. Trust me.
Okay.
I don't think she even recognizes that they're books right now.
That good, huh?
Not good.
Ouch.
She forgot what books are. Let's put it that way.
You start looking through books, thinking about what you could find, and then you just go off in this thought of just, wow, he could have this or this, maybe even have
What, like,
this.
what is he using?
And yeah, you just don't find anything.
Okay.
Oh, thank God it's starting to cool down outside.
Yeah, it's 76 in the house here because of how hot it is outside.
Oh, poor you.
I know.
It's 90 right now upstairs because of the server in my main system.
Oh, ouch.
Berline's gonna go up to Pocket. Hey, Pocket, was that Sun Sword the strongest item you have, or do you have something stronger? Not against anything specific, just strongest.
I have that, and points at the spider thing.
Points at what?
The spider contraption he showed you guys last week.
Okay.
The tank with legs.
Tank with legs.
Yep.
Tank with
And
I have
that's
that.
magically powerful, right?
Yeah.
Not just strength.
Yeah. And I have the
Okay.
glue.
I still think we could use that to glue him in place, but how
He
much
has
was
to
the
be
glue?
there that's 75,000.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And she's like,
Ouch.
How big a bottle of glue is this?
Enough for one use.
Yeah, that's actually probably not a bad.
I thought there were 3 vials of it.
Nope.
I
There were
thought
several
the-
vials of it, but each one was only one use each.
No. There are several vials near it. The other ones are potions.
Oh,
But
I
he
thought that
just
you
has
had
one
said last
vial
time that
of
he
this
had a
white
couple of vials
murky
of it.
liquid.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a couple vials.
No, that's
So
my
did I.
No, he'd be richer than I thought if he had that.
At that price, yeah.
And as he mentioned last week, that could be used to glue a god into place, as he put it. Yeah, so what are you guys doing? You guys heading out? You still shopping? You selling the stone?
I think Fairline would probably be done in there since she didn't find anything. Is there anything for learning that she can use?
I have those books.
Yeah, she saw nothing in the books because,
Yeah.
she only saw 1 in those books. So she's gonna leave. And she's gonna look for Saren.
All right.
Saren's outside. Dot follows Fairline. Saren just kind of shrugs her off. Yeah, huh? Whatever.
Hey, I just want to make sure you're safe. I know you can take care of yourself, but things are creepy.
Yeah. And she just kind of barely glances back at Fairline, and she's just staring at the door.
All right. Everyone else walking out?
Honda's already outside.
Yeah, Kronk's on the roof, trying to look around.
Yeah,
Alright.
Darth will wander out at some point here once everyone's done haggling.
Eve heads out as well.
Robert?
Robert has not left the store.
No messages. If you're in the store, what are you doing?
Robert's going to pull out the other stone and offer and push it across the counter.
All right. Looks it over.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Looks at you. which one was this? I know
That's
what ability though.
that's the leadership charisma.
Ah, okay. I'll give you 30.
30 grand.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
He takes the stone and gives you it in platinum. Just gives you a few bags.
Okay.
Did you just sell the diamond or something else?
The Ioun stone
Oh,
for
the-
charisma.
I'll put all two.
You'll put what?
I'll put two. How many bags did he give me?
I'll say there's 5 grand worth per bag.
Okay. I'm going to put one in my bag, in my backpack,
Okay.
and take the rest out with me.
Alrighty.
And I'll hand the bags to, I believe Fairline has the bag of the the party money.
Fund.
Yep. Oh, so I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So how much was that? Because I'm the one currently with the party fund up.
I just handed you 20 grand.
25. You said you put one
you're
bag
right.
in your backpack.
You're right. 25 grand.
So yeah, Carolina, Robert comes up and hands you the shit ton of platinum.
And she's just gonna be like, what's this? What did I miss?
What did you do?
Right, that's pretty much what did you do?
Sold the stone.
Which stone? Wait, what? What stone?
I sold the Ioun stone.
The one that Saren wanted?
And while everybody's doing that, Saren
I'm
slips
ju-
back into the shop too.
I'm just
Okay.
looking at her.
No, Faraline's legitimately asking, is it the one that Saren wanted? She wanted to know if that's the stone.
I'm not answering.
Alright, and what does Saren do when she goes back in?
Saren walks up to Pocket and she says, "So you know a lot about magic stuff?"
Quite a bit. Why?
She kind of pulls her shirt down just a little and says, "What do you know about this?"
She's flashing.
You guys don't know.
You guys are bad.
So
She's only revealing her collarbone. She's always wore stuff all the way up to her neck. You've never seen her reveal any skin. So DM knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I figured you were just trying to distract him so you could stab him or something.
Nope. She honestly wants to know. What do you know about this?
He looks at it. Looks at her. Jumps off his stool, runs, grabs one of those little eye magnifying glass things. Comes back.
Okay.
So while that's happening, Faraline's gonna notice Saren's gone because she wants to turn around and tell Saren sorry that Robert sold your stone, and she's gonna go back in the shop and probably see Pocket with a magnifying glass looking at her chest.
And immediately Saren's just covering back up. What the hell do you want?
Oh my God, Pocket, you pervert!
She was trying to talk him down in price.
What is happening? Why are you looking at her boobs?
Hey, I'm
Would it
trying to make a
matter?
deal here. Get out.
Okay, I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Stop walking out.
Oh God.
Caroline's gonna walk out and pitch it, and she's gonna tell everybody too. She'd be like, "Pocket's a pervert, you guys."
Why is
Wait,
Pocket
is
a
that all your?
pervert?
He was staring at Sarah's chest with a magnifying glass.
Well, now
Wouldn't
we
she
know
be
why
the
he
one that's the
disguises
pervert then?
himself.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, I
So-
mean, why did he need a magnifying glass? That's
out of
Her
character
chest isn't
as
that small.
Anyway, so what does Pocket tell Sarah?
Well, first, what was that, Crunk?
he was asking if Saren's character has visible assets,
They're
or if he
small, but
needed,
they're visible.
or if Pocket needed the magnifying glass to see them.
Out of character, they're small, but they're visible.
Okay.
There's some sort of enchantment on this.
Yeah, I kind of figured. What is it?
I don't want to scare you, but I don't know. There is a lock between the power and you, though.
So there's no way I can remove it?
Oh, God, I don't know. Maybe Akamon could help you.
Who the hell's that?
The city of Akamon.
Wait. I've heard them say that name. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Is that floating crystal city thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, do you know how we could find it?
He looks you over. What kind of expression does Saren have just on her right now?
Just intense. Her thought is, yeah, we've been looking for this, but I really want this thing gone.
Okay. Yeah, I have something. And he runs off. Comes back maybe 5 minutes later. Holding this little necklace with a, just like a quartz crystal hanging from a chain.
She'll just kind of look at it. What is that?
I don't have the location device anymore, but this allows you to see the city.
Wait, it can be hidden?
Yeah.
Well, damn. What do you want for it?
I can't use it again, and honestly, you need this more than me.
And at that, she kind of looks a little worried. Why? Because this thing's dangerous or something?
Yes, but I don't know who for. Either
Okay.
you or people you piss or
Ow.
piss you off.
Yeah.
What the?
I don't know.
So-
What
Sorry! Sorry!
Phone is
It
on.
might happen again. Hold on. Let me get a text message to somebody. Hold on.
Racing
Holy
for
God.
phones.
I probably
Alright.
won't be fast enough, but hold on.
My brain pictured this scene in Archer, where he's rifling through the desk.
Oh God.
I haven't seen Archer, but I think I know where you're going.
Uh-huh.
He's rifling through his
The only
mother's
scene
desk.
in Archer I've ever seen.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yeah. Mike showed it to me.
I did?
Yeah?
Huh.
I can't watch Archer without hearing Bob's Burgers. I can't do it.
And I can't watch Bob's Burgers without hearing Archer.
Exactly.
Same.
Get one show or the other.
That
But-
straight up kicked me out, son of a gun.
In any case, yeah, the city can be hidden.
And
If it's nearby, it'll start glowing.
okay. So again, what do you want for it?
Like I said, I can't use it anymore.
Are
I'm
you
pretty
telling
sure
me
he's
you're gonna
just
give
handing
this
it to
to
you.
me?
Yeah, he just tosses it. You
She
need this.
pockets it and just kind of looks at him. You realize that doesn't help me feel any better, right?
I'm sorry. I wish I could give you the answers you need.
Uh-huh. And she kind of refastens her outfit around her neck and just says, "Yeah, thanks. Bye." Just walks out.
Alrighty. Alright. What's everyone doing now?
Darren got Sarah.
She just kind of walks out. What? And just turns and heads towards the inn.
Crunk is gonna wander over towards the gates to the like palace thing.
The keep.
Yeah,
Okay.
and kind of like walk towards the guards because he stinks like they do now.
Well, they are looking at you.
They are looking at me.
Yes.
And
Ah.
Dot's just gonna kind of wander just a little bit to watch where he's going, but she's not following. She just, followed to look around the corner.
Is there any place in this area that's obscured from their view that's not like outside the city walls?
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Because the keep is kind of like on the north end of town, and I'm wondering if there's a place where I could like get up against the wall to the keep without being seen by those guards.
Well, let's see. I mean, the front walls are guarded by those two guys.
Like all the way along or near the gates?
They're in the middle of each one of those square pieces. Like right there. And right there. So they can see out
I
a
don't
little.
see what you're drawing.
I don't have a map up.
Well, open up Creighton, you guys. That's the city you're in.
Great, and there it is.
Well, I see some drawing, but it doesn't correspond to anything on the map.
I see an arrow.
The arrow's gone now.
Now it's there.
I see a pin.
Yeah, that points to the middle of nowhere, like northeast of the keep walls.
No idea why it's doing that. In any case, they're in the middle of those square areas.
I see a pin in the
Right in
lower
front.
middle of the lower half
Not the
of the map.
pins.
Okay, I
You're
had to
looking
zoom.
You need to
You're
I had to
looking
zoom
for
in.
the purple arrows in writing.
Okay.
The 5 feet near the gate.
Sure.
So I feel like it. What are those circular towers?
Towers.
Yeah, they're like the wall is about 10 foot around the city. No, 15, I believe I said.
I
Around the
think you
city.
said 20 last week. I think.
20? Okay.
I think that's what you said.
All right, then yeah, they're 20 foot. Those towers on the corners are about 40 foot tall. The
Okay,
keep entrance is about 30.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to this tower here that I just pointed at, and
Okay.
start walking up the side.
Okay. All right. As you start walking, you hear giant footsteps coming towards you.
I mean, I have a 40-foot climb speed.
So are you running up the wall to try to get?
Just walking up the wall nonchalantly, but yes.
Unfortunately, he makes it there before you do if you're just walking. So, and he grapples you, just grabs you off the wall and throws you.
Isn't that opposed by a strength check?
Unless you can beat his natural 20.
I mean, I'd be
Natural
foolish not to
20
try.
again.
Yeah,
Natural
go
20.
for it.
Is this just Kronk exploring, or are we all there?
This is Kronk exploring as far as I know.
He
Yeah,
split the party.
Dot's watching, but she's watching just down the way. She's way back where we are.
Did
Yeah.
I?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
So yeah, he just grabs you and throws you off the wall. No wall.
Articulate. Kronk-like.
Ugh. And him talking you can almost hear like 3 or 4 different voices coming out from different mouths on this beast.
Whoa.
Ooh, yuck.
Ew.
Well, Dot is going to head towards that way. Very, kind of not in a hurry, not slow, just like she belongs there. She's going to head
Faraline's
over.
right behind her. Because Faraline goes where she goes.
Okay.
And when Dot gets up to that area, she's just going to look up at the Mr. Monster dude. And she's going to be like, hi! Typical Dot, hi with a wave.
Yeah, he's
Faraline's face
staring
palms.
at Kronk. Prepared to, fight if Kronk does anything.
Kronk walks away.
Yeah, sorry, he rolled a 19 for his perception and then a natural 20 for his grapple.
Ugh.
Otherwise,
Gross.
there's no way in fuck he would have seen you.
Gross.
So, now that Kronk's walked away, is it just Dot with this guy? Or Dot and Faraline, I guess?
Yep, and he's starting to walk back to his post.
And Dot's just, hey, mister! Hi!
Ignores you.
She's going to use suggestion.
Okay.
And she's going to say, come here.
And that, I believe, is a wisdom?
That is a wisdom saving throw, yes. And her spell DC is not here. Give me just a second.
Damn it, I thought I programmed these guys into the game. I guess I forgot. Well, doesn't matter what your DC is.
You get another natural 20.
No, you got a natural 6 minus 1.
Oh, yeah, definitely lost it then.
Yep, so he just stops, shambles back over.
Is he immune though?
Undead do tend to be immune to that.
Yeah, just in general, mind affecting tends to be ineffective against undead.
Not
Fantasy
according
Grounds
to
has-
what I am seeing for this monster.
Is he?
He's immune to poison.
So he's not a construct.
No, constructs are typically golems, not undead creations.
I'll be right back, guys.
Alrighty.
All right. Cool.
Fantasy Grounds kind of crapped the bed on me, so I'm reloading.
Cool.
Alright, should we take like a 5-minute break here then?
Sure.
Alrighty, we'll be back in about 5 to 10, you guys.
Okay.
It's a snack anyway.
should be unmuted. Yay, we're back, hopefully.
Should. Should is the keyword.
Theoretically,
Maybe.
can we be heard?
I hope not.
Hold on, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay, we're
Hey,
live.
whenever I'm doing this, it means everybody be quiet so that I can hear the stuff coming from YouTube. Okay, yeah. All the sounds back on YouTube.
Awesome. And I just checked Twitch. We're good there. So let's continue. So you guys just left the shop. You just got a crap ton of money. Where to?
Well, Dot and Fairline were talking to the giant.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
So
Kronk
he
just
came over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dot does the suggestion thing again, and she just says, "Can you wave?" No, sorry. Since she knows how the spell works, she would say, "Wave back."
That time he just cocks his head. No.
Oh, you could talk?
you just heard him say no wall, Kronk.
No, I don't think Fairline heard that.
And he starts walking back.
Hey, wait, come here. We have questions.
No.
Hold on, Fairline. And this time she's going to use command instead of suggestion. Wave.
All right. And what's that?
Same thing. It's a wisdom save.
Of what number?
Second level.
Yeah, what's your spell save DC?
Oh, let's see. Wisdom is 14.
All right. That time he does wave.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. And Dot's just going to turn around and be like, "Come on, Fairline, let's go."
He looks
Fairline follows
confused,
her.
but does not pursue.
Dot's just going to head back to the inn.
Kronk wanders back there as well.
Okay.
And if we pass anybody, then she'd be like, "Come on, let's go."
All right. So you guys make it back to the inn. Are you guys going up to the rooms for a private conversation, or?
Kronk's gonna try and find a beer.
A beer has been found for 1 silver.
So, do we know why we were attacked by shadows in our room?
Because it
Dad?
wasn't very
drugs.
bright. It wasn't very light.
Is there any kind of roll that someone might make so that they would know, or is it just something that, like, you don't know?
Oh, no, this was an
Or would it
actual
be
hunt- this was
something
a hunt-
Fairline knew because she rolled a 26 last time, checking the...
You knew what the creatures were. They usually have some sort of master. That's what you would know.
Okay, so I wouldn't know what they were attracted to?
Nope.
Okay.
But
So
that was a Honda question to the group.
Right. And I'm asking the DM, is there something that...
There'd be no roll on this, unfortunately.
Okay. I have no
Shadows.
idea.
Shadows like dark.
Well, a
dark.
master summoned them, that's all I know.
Then perhaps we should not go back to our room.
Perhaps we should kill their master.
Okay, Kronk, who's their master?
Well, Kronk think people who play with the dead.
That's totally stops
And
Kronk.
he looks at you incredulously, as if surprised
Like-
that you don't know this.
Kronk, there could be a couple people here who do that. Who is it specifically?
Soon to be dead people who play with the dead.
I mean, if you
Kronk,
can figure it out.
Kind of what we're here to do is take care of what we think their master is.
What I'm trying to say, Kronk, is someone knows we're here.
Obviously, and he gestures at the innkeeper.
So, well, could be the necromancer knows. We have been kind of walking around.
They could have been attracted to our life energy or some shit. I don't know.
Eve, okay, out of character question. Eve walked up and got something from the innkeep, right?
Yep.
Whenever we first got there. Okay. Eve, do you trust him? And Dot's just kind of very subtly, non-subtly point backwards at the innkeeper.
For the most part.
Is he safe to talk around?
Yeah.
Do you think he would sell us out for a huge amount of money?
I don't know him that well. He just keeps
That-
me informed on what's going on in town.
That sounds like a no. To Kronk.
Take it as you will.
Well, do we want to do the thing where we pull the and Dot is very obviously struggling with trying to not give away secrets while talking here. Do we want to do the
one thing we could do? I mean, now that Robert sold whatever the hell he sold, one of you guys could go back and buy that mansion ring Pocket has.
That's true.
You want to save
And
place
or
to
the
talk.
health staff.
Yeah,
I
or
didn't even
that
think
health
about
staff.
that one.
I mean, if you ever want to save place to talk, that would be it.
That would definitely be it.
What is this ring?
Have you watched Critical Role?
Mansion.
No.
basically it creates a mansion and a pocket dimension that
makes a
lasts
door.
as long as you're in there.
Well, it lasts 24 hours.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
So
it
it
lasts
lasts
24
24
hours, and anything you bring in there pops out after the 24 hours unless you dissipate the door. You can specify any number of creatures allowed in the dimension, but the door remains the entire time.
Yeah. Okay.
And nothing can come in unless allowed by whoever cast the spell.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do portable holes have oxygen?
No.
They have like 10 minutes worth.
Same as a bag of holding.
Yep.
That's a
Effectively,
great
yes.
amount of conversation in 10 minutes.
Eh.
Yeah, but that's going to be 10 minutes for one person, not 20.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you want to talk someplace safe, that's going to be the safest damn place for us. And if the rumors I hear about that spell are true, that thing is fucking nice. I would have bought it if I had the money.
How much was it again?
It was the same price as that sword.
So 5,500.
Yep.
Faraline's gonna grab Dot and pull her aside. Hey, Dot. I think she's right. I think that's gonna be the safest place. Plus, we can stay away from specters and all that too.
Yeah.
Do you think we should?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
And you're just gonna see Faraline thinking really, really hard right now. Like gears are turning.
Are most of us in our own rooms, or are we scattered about the motel, or what?
As far as I know, you guys are downstairs still.
So like we're just scattered around in the lobby, kind of thing.
Yep.
Kronk's gonna step outside and climb up to the roof.
Okay.
Look around.
It's getting a bit
Probably
darker
seen
than
it.
before. And you're seeing another patrol or two extra.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do the same. Take a do a good scout around the inn and the few buildings around it.
Okay. Both of you could give me a perception to see if you notice anything else.
This is gonna go poorly. Maybe not.
Let's see.
How did you roll a 0?
I apparently did the dice entry thing wrong here.
Yeah, actually do
impressive.
what you're supposed to.
Try this again here.
Cause 0, no.
Yeah, that's not
That
possible.
was impressive.
Ooh, damn.
There you go.
That's
That
also
works
impressive.
better. I had one digit right.
As you're walking around, Robert, a street or two over, you hear, loud footsteps and a lot of small footsteps around the heavier set. As you walk over and peek around the alleyway to investigate, you see what appears to be 3 guards of some sort in some sort of black armor. One of the abomination things that you are normally in front of the gates, all walking around a figure sitting on a horse with where his face should be is a skull. And they're
Did
just
this escape?
going through town.
Did this escape Krunk's vision as well, or?
Yeah, you don't see this.
They're they're not doing like maneuvers in the middle of town. They're just coming through. Yes.
They're just walking casually through.
This is one of this is one of the gate guards or a creature like the gate guards.
A creature like the gate guards. With 3 other humanoid-ish guards and one figure on a horse with a skull for a head.
The skull for head is the one on the horse.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till they pass by, staying hidden, and uh, do a quick finish of my scout, and then go back to the inn and let them know what I saw.
Okay. So yeah,
So
Robert makes it back and mentions the beings he saw.
Did
I'm,
it
I'm
look like they
assuming
were
I
going
saw.
to the keep?
I'm assuming I saw this going through the main open area in the middle of town.
Correct. And they were going away from the keep.
They were going away from the keep or away from where we are.
Away from the keep.
Okay.
what are
You noticed them walking out of town going that direction.
So they're going. Okay. Okay. Got it.
what are these little lines of?
What some would consider crops, but they're mutated and disgusting.
Ugh.
But they would be considered, crop fields.
That what Robert describes. That sounds something like that. Sound like soon-to-be dead person who plays with dead.
You're saying you think that it's the necromancer?
Person with skull on face likes to play with the dead. Sound logical to Kronk.
It could also be his You know what? Let's go find out.
Let's follow him and then take his place.
Did I just hear you say take his face?
Well, that works
He
too.
doesn't have one. He doesn't have a face. Hey, I don't have fantasy grounds. We're in the middle of town, right? In this tavern.
Yeah.
You're at the pin.
You see doesn't have
I don't
fantasy
have a
grounds.
Wait.
Middle of
alright.
the south side of town, near the middle of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where
Yeah,
I
but how
saw
long
this
did it
was
take us to get there from the outside, like kind of where the dark dome starts? About how long did it take us?
It starts getting dark about an hour or walk away from town.
Okay.
I mean, it's taken up a lot of this area.
And you said it's already starting to get dark?
Yep.
Okay, so that won't work.
Let's go follow him.
Actually, guys, I wonder if maybe we should just attack his keep if that's him. He won't be there to defend it.
But Fairline, we're not here for his keep. We don't want his land. We want to stop him.
Yeah, but he might have something in there to stop him.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't do necromancy. But if you were in a town that you were taking over, wouldn't you want to hide everything? I mean, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to go after him with what Robert here has described as following him, sure.
I think it would be good for us to find out who that is, because if that's the necromancer, then it gets him out of his area of influence. And if it's not the necromancer and we find out it's like his army or something, then we know that his army isn't there, and then we can come back and take over the keep.
Okay.
Kronk smash.
So
How
we need-
about sneak? Can Kronk sneak?
Ish.
And at that, Dot just kind of goes, Saren, can you help us? Yeah, fine.
So we're not gonna go back for any more of Pocket's toys? I take it.
Apparently not.
Damn.
That's what I said. Unless you want to go with me.
I'd go with for the mansion.
All right, let's go.
We'll catch up with you guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
what
be
about
careful,
that
Caroline.
healing thing.
You all, by the way, if anything happens to Dot, I'm killing all of you.
Okay, we'll probably be dead as well if something happens to her, though.
Are we supposed to be picking up that healing staff as well, or the ring?
I mean, I think we can afford both.
Shrugs. That's up to you guys. Yeah.
Hey, if they're letting me go by myself with the money,
Yeah, but you're really good with the money.
I know.
I
will
think
tag
that might
along.
depend on her mood.
Darth will tag along to see if he can drop the price at all, but otherwise, yeah.
Out of character, probably safe as long as the pocket guy doesn't have candy.
None as far as you've seen.
See.
Okay, so I guess we're splitting the party.
Oh boy.
Hondo, are you coming with us, or are you going?
So
Them.
Caroline and Eve are going to pick up, going back to the pocket. The rest of us are going to try to follow the guards.
Darth
Now,
is
what
gonna
was
go
that,
back to the
Hondo?
pocket as
You're
well.
going with them or you're not?
Kronk. Yeah, he's going with following Kronk around.
Okay. Saren, I guess we'll cast Pass Without a Trace since she's been asked to.
Alrighty. So the group following right now, I need you all to make stealth checks and add
Plus
10.
10. Level 2.
And you said add something?
Add
Add 10.
10.
So 28.
$28 here too.
33.
So Doc got a 19.
That's still a 19, yeah.
And Saren got a 35.
And Darth went
Well,
back.
that's
to
a good
the
one
others
for
to
you
pocket.
guys.
Hold on, Steve was talking.
I said Darth was going back with the others to the shop
Yep,
again.
you were going to the shop. And that was a good roll for you guys. That was a natural 1 for his part.
For who?
Whatever the guy on the horse is.
Oh, nice.
That was for detecting us.
Yep.
So we can party back here. They won't see us.
He wouldn't.
This is true. And I imagine over time he's going to try again too. So
All right, yeah. So you guys, quickly catch up to him. He's just
I think
slowly making his way out of the city with what the creatures that are following him.
I'm going to wave to the others to keep them back a ways so we don't get too close to the guards.
Sorry, my headset keeps dying.
So we're
Get something without
basically
batteries?
Yes.
basically stay 100 feet back so we can easily see them, but we're far enough where we can hide fairly easily.
Well, once you guys are exiting the city, there's not too much stuff to hide in. There's not even really long grass because it's all like dead, crunchy grass around here.
But it's dark, right?
It's getting dark. It's probably evening now. So here it would be twilight.
Okay.
Is there
Um,
anything we can discern about the guy at the head or the things with him?
Not from this far distance back. You can tell that it is one of the creatures that usually guards the front of the keep.
What about the skull guy?
It doesn't look like he's wearing a skull.
It looks like he has a skull instead of a head.
Instead of a face. There is just simply a skull.
What about the other 3?
The other 3 are wearing full armor. They are shambling a bit, though.
Lovely.
And it doesn't seem they're not moving at like a quick pace at all, mostly because you can kind of tell that it seems to be the 3 guards in armor are holding the other 2 back.
So they're the slowest.
Yeah.
Okay, they're holding them back like they're causing them to go slower, or they're holding them back
Causing
like
them to
you're
go
you're
slower.
not allowed to go any further.
No, causing them to just move at a slower pace.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like the guards are keeping them or making them go anywhere. They just happen to be accompanying.
Yes.
Okay.
How far out of town are we? If at all.
By the time you guys, catch up to them after making decisions, you're roughly at the edge of the outer buildings of town, outside of the
So,
wall.
like about here?
Yep.
Okay.
They're
What do these buildings look like?
abandoned shanties.
Hmm.
It looked like they used to be, decently made buildings back in the day, but they are completely in disrepair and unused.
Hmm. So probably nobody would see us if we were to, I don't know, gank this guy and take his place.
Which guy are you wanting to replace?
All
The
of them.
Oh, so each of us would take the place of one of the 3 guards and the one on the horse.
Yeah.
Out of character? Interesting idea.
Probably won't work because two of us are much smaller, but I guess we could stack up on top of each other in the robes.
Oh
Robert,
God.
assuming are you saying this to us?
Oh, that was out of character.
Okay.
Kronk would have to be on top since he has the bear skull.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh, yeah, they're heading out of town right now. What are you guys doing? Just following them still?
Dot's having a thought.
Robert, by the way, is at the back of the party,
Okay.
and he's. I'm keeping a sharp lookout to the sides
Are you
and behind
possibly able to plug your
sides and
headset
behind
in?
us.
It is plugged in. It just keeps dying or reconnecting at least. Hang on, I might be able to fix this. Give me a sec.
In the
Okay,
meantime,
that should be better. Um, Kronk have idea. Let's kill these jackasses.
Well, Kronk, we don't know who it is exactly, and if we just go running at them, we won't exactly surprise them. And I think with as many as there are and as big as they are, especially that one scary one that kind of smells like you do, we might need the element of surprise.
And Kronk, didn't we see one of those big guys just kind of pluck you off the wall a little while ago?
Kronk wasn't ready. This time, Kronk ready.
Well, I kind of, I have a little bit of an idea, guys,
Uh-oh.
and I don't know how well it will work.
That's out of character.
What, Robert wouldn't do that?
Not out loud.
Okay. I have an idea, and it might work. It might be a really stupid idea, though.
that Kronk favored kind of idea.
Those can be the
Well,
most. Those can be the most fun.
um, so something my mom taught me was how to make myself invisible. And it's only myself, but Alva's loot can help me make one other person invisible. And so 2 of us could go up and maybe start fighting with them without them knowing that they're even being attacked.
Doesn't making an attack drop the invisibility?
That is a good question. Let me
yes,
look.
it does.
It does for
Well,
mine.
still, it would give us the ability to. So yes, Dot would say it does, but at least we could get our first couple of attacks off with them being surprised, and maybe we can even like
Yeah,
incapacitate the others so that they can't fight us.
Kronk have other theory. We're in their territory. They don't expect an attack. We have surprise.
So we'd be doubly surprising if we went in invisible.
Kronk not good with numbers.
Okay, Kronk, there. This is our advantage. This is another advantage. That's doubles.
That look like two advantages separate from each other
Yes,
to Kronk, but
two different ones. There's nowhere to hide when we go up to attack them.
right.
Who do we have here? We have
It's Caroline
me.
and Eve and Darth that left.
So it's
Yep.
me, Kronk, Dot, Hondo, and Saren.
Yes.
So 5 of us. And
5 versus 4,
You can do 2. I can do me.
or 5 versus 5. Kronk like these odds.
Yeah, but one of those 5 is very big.
No, there's only 4 of you guys, isn't there? Dot, Saren, Robert, and Kronk.
I know, Hondo.
Hondo.
Oh,
Hi.
Hondo. Sorry, Hondo.
I gotta
He's
say, I
quiet.
thought there was
He's
someone
too busy
else.
doing homework that we forget
I'm
he's there.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's not on video, so we have to assume he's doing homework.
Right. We always do.
Is that what they call it now?
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn it! Let me see if I can find a different USB cable to plug this stupid thing in.
Yeah, you're
Robert?
not getting enough charge.
Robert is going to quietly say, "3 of us could get up there and give us a head start at an advantage, but the moment we attack, that big guy is going to know, and the way by his size and the way he picked Kronk off the wall a little while ago, I don't think we're going to be able to take him down, just us."
Well, the other thing that I can do is if we can sneak up close enough and surprise them, I can cast daylight on the area.
Now that's an idea.
And I don't know if it'll 100% work, but there's a chance that it'll help. Especially, if they're used to it being really dark and suddenly it's really bright and we know it's coming, we can not be quite so shit, I can't think of the word. Hindered by it.
I would think, and in character, I would think it would give them. It would make things harder for them. Out of character,
Exactly.
disadvantage. Is this just standard sunlight, or is this a magical light, like a spiritual light? This is.
Well, it's magic, but it's daylight.
That's worded out of character, but that's it's Robert asking. I just don't know how to make Robert ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the spell daylight.
So it would just be
It makes a
standard
magical
daylight.
daylight.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but-
have an extremely unwieldy setup. I hope this works. A 10,000 milliamp hour power pack rubber banded to my headset.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Doesn't that
Well,
kind of
it
defeat
should
the
be
purpose
enough
of
power.
wireless?
It should be enough power, but you may sleep different tonight.
It's pretty unwieldy. Like I can feel it moving around on the top of my head, but it might work.
Did you happen to hear Dot's little thing, or was your headset not on?
No, I didn't have it on.
Okay, she's saying that if they sneak up using invisibility, then when they're in range, she can cast daylight on them, and that will give us the advantage as we're attacking. And there's a chance that it'll hurt them.
Token Kronk. Actually, he doesn't know that yet. He doesn't know anything about this sword, other than that it's a sunblade.
Yep.
If we attack, if we do this, who should we attack first? The
Leader, cut the head off.
the three guards seem to be the lowest in rank, but the big guy is going to be the most dangerous by far.
I think it would be best if we can focus our attack on the guy with the skull, because that could actually be the necromancer, and then we just do what we can to keep everybody else off us.
So you think the guy with the skull is going to be the top rank guy here?
I think so, because the other one doesn't seem very smart.
I
Very
hate to
good
be the
point.
bearer of bad news, though.
They've
Kronk, look
noticed
at the
us.
sunblade.
Okay. He pulls it out.
No, like look at the sheet for the sunblade.
Yeah, it takes. You have to activate it.
Requires attunement.
It's been an hour.
You guys have not taken a short rest.
I thought attunement was an hour.
Depends on the
It's a
item.
short
It would be an
rest.
hour of short rest.
Oh.
That's why generally attunement is considered overnight.
Okay.
I mean,
It
an
doesn't
hour
have
of
to
short
be a
rest.
long rest. It has to be a short rest, which you guys have not
Right.
taken one.
Right.
But like I said, hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Okay.
This sword is aside from the magic, this sword is a standard longsword kind of shape size.
No, it's a hilt.
Ah,
It becomes a longsword when you activate it.
gotcha.
It's like a lightsaber.
Yep.
Gotcha. There you go.
Which, actually, I could show you guys a picture of it. Some blade. If I drag this over, that should link it. Or, no, I gotta drag this one over.
So it's the part without the light.
Yep, right now it's without light.
Where are we looking?
The picture he just pushed.
I
I
He's
don't
don't
already
see
put a
pushed
it.
it
link in
to
the
us
chat.
once. He's already pushed it to us once, so if you've already gotten it once, then it's not going to push again.
Oh, click on the little eye next to it in chat.
I don't.
In
I have-
Oh, I got it. I
Oh,
got it.
sorry,
I got it.
Oh.
I was looking everywhere but there for something. Okay. And of course, with my glasses off, I can't see jack crap. Or rather, I see three of things.
Well, it's not a trident.
It's basically a lightsaber looking thing.
Pretty much.
It's a lightsaber with a medieval hilt.
But yeah, like I said, hate to be the bearer of bad news on that.
It's all right. Figure it out.
I mean, Kronk wouldn't know that.
No, he
He would have
wouldn't.
mentioned that you would have to rest with the item, though.
That's tr-
Well, I think it's a really good time to try to go after this guy. I mean, we could follow him, but we don't know where he's going, and
Or how
we don't,
far.
or how far. And if we wait, we might lose him.
And we don't want to go. If we get too far, then the others can't catch up.
He's leaving the he's heading out of town right now, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Hondo is thinking maybe we just wait and ambush him on his way back. I mean, if he's coming from Keep, then he must return to Keep at some point.
What if he's going out to get more dead bodies, and when he comes back, he's got a lot more people with him?
What if this is not the necromancer? This may just be another
a minion.
servant.
We don't know who he is.
Hondo does not think it is that easy to raise undead, or everyone would do it.
The only thing we can
You would do it, Hondo?
No, or everyone would do it.
Well, most people won't do it on ethical grounds.
Blink, blink.
That- that's definitely in character.
Right. For both of them.
Yeah.
Yes. For different reasons, but for both of them.
Kronk grabs kindness then, and he kind of like fondles kindness's handle and looks anxious and
Giggity.
looks at the guy and whatever we're gonna do, let's do it.
Robert's gonna look around at everyone and say, I'm good with going on attack if everyone else is.
Saren's notching an arrow, so
That sounds
we're
like a good
doing it,
idea
then
too,
let's
Kronk.
do it. And she kind of starts to head off to a flanking point where she can shoot with arrows but not get too close.
Okay.
And Dot is going to use the loot and cast invisibility on Kronk, whether he wants it or not.
He's with.
And
Alrighty.
Robert will go invisible.
And then afterwards, Dot will put the loot away and do it herself.
Okay.
Hondo, I guess, sneaks.
Honda's actually gonna fight?
I
Dang!
mean, he's gonna be from a distance, so
Well, I mean, yeah.
following as closely. So you could just be kind of, yeah.
I mean, he could always go with Saren. Saren's the one giving them, she would have kept saying, "Stay close to me unless you want to be seen." So
Okay.
All right. So you guys are gonna
charge.
fight the quote unquote big bad guy, 3 people down, and without your main weapon that you just purchased for him.
Crazy.
And
No,
that's
we're
where we're
going.
gonna leave off this week.
Oh, you stupid East Coasters!
Rude.
It's only 11 o'clock right now.
You think the battle's just gonna take an hour?
Wow. Is
I
this
was, I was
the big bad?
I was thinking about 5 minutes.
I was
the
thinking it
hour.
would take about as long as we had to spend haggling for stuff.
So for 4 hours.
Hey, shopping
Yeah.
episodes happen sometimes.
Yeah, but they don't happen 2 weeks in a row.
You know, we could finish our shopping still.
Yeah, you two could finish or you three could finish the shopping.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, let's let them
Probably a
finish
good
their
idea.
shopping and stuff. See, and
So what are you guys gonna go buy then?
Hold on. I need prices again because I, for some reason, am not writing them down because I'm half asleep.
I think
So
we had
stuff of
interest
healing
in...
was 1,500, right?
One moment, let me bring up my notes again. The which one? The healing staff?
Yeah.
3850.
Can Darth... Okay, let's just cure all the prices first.
Yeah, the ring that Eve was suggesting.
5500.
Okay. There's also the regeneration ring.
That's 15,500.
15,500.
Yep.
Okay. How much was the spider? That was like ridiculously like 75,000, right?
That was 75,000.
Couldn't even sell our souls.
You don't know what pocket is. You might be able to.
That's true. So we
I
already
mean,
got
are
that.
you offering your soul?
No. Okay, so that's really all that we had seen that was semi-useful.
There's potions.
Okay.
Let's see.
Who did that?
Another set of boots of the Winterlands, which helps with cold. There's that glamour weave fabric.
There's fabric? I did not know about that. Go on.
50 gold per square yard, and it's a
Okay.
fabric that here, I'll link it over.
I can't look at it, so you have to tell
All right.
me.
Clothing is imbued with cosmetic illusions.
Okay, so we look how we want. Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Okay. And then he didn't show her anything from the back, right?
Nope.
Okay. So, who's with me? Eve and Darth?
Yep.
Even Darth, yes.
Okay, Fraulein gonna turn to Darth. Darth, do you see anything?
Well, I like that. What was it? The staff of healing or whatever for the 3,000.
Okay. And she's gonna ask Pocket, is it like a one time a day use thing here?
The staff has 10 charges.
Okay.
It
how
can be
long does it take
used
to
as a
regenerate 'em?
arcane focus.
Okay.
It regains 1d6 plus 4 a day. Cure wounds is a 1 charge. Lesser restoration is 2 charges, or mass cure wounds is 5. If you
Okay.
use its last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff vanishes and lost forever.
And that's only if you use the last charge, right?
Correct.
It's the same as taco sharks in that regard.
Yep.
Okay. So,
There's
in other
also
words,
another
Darth would be.
staff there, the staff of swarming insects.
Okay. She can do that just by doing it, but okay.
Yeah, it has giant insect or insect plague and insect cloud.
Okay. Plague.
There's also healing potions, healing salve.
Okay.
There's a pearl of power that allows you to keep, what is it, up to a level 3 spell. You cast it inside the pearl and it just stays there until you use it.
Until I use it? Okay. She's also going to ask if he has any scrolls.
Depends on the spell.
What's the one that she used? The one where, was it transportation by plant?
Transport via plant?
Yeah.
Let me see what spell level that is. Not a level 0. There we go. Level 6. 5,000 for that.
Okay. Okay, so Darth, did you want the staff of healing?
I think the staff of healing could be useful. What did he say it was worth to him?
3,850.
3,850 or 350?
3,850.
3,850. Let's try offering him 3,250.
All right, give me a persuasion.
Uh, 15.
I'll go down to 35.
Okay, so 35 seems fair there. What do you think there?
Yeah, I think that's a good one. So I will give him the 35 and we will get that staff.
All right.
Okay, Faraline's gonna turn to Eve. Eve, do you want that ring?
I would love that ring.
All right. Do you want to get it yourself, or do you want us to get it for you?
If I had the money, I would have already got it.
All right. So Faraline's gonna turn to the shopkeep to Pocket and be like, "So that ring is 5,500, right?"
Because you guys have spent so much already, $5 grand.
4,500.
And she'll give him the 5,000 and give Eve the ring.
Awesome.
Okay, so we have the
Here,
staff.
Darth wanted to haggle it down to 4,500.
It's okay. Let me see here. Let's see. She can do that on her own. She'll get that eventually. How much was the potions of healing?
The normal ones were 450.
Okay.
The good ones are 2,500.
Okay. The small ones would be good enough to just bring somebody back from being unconscious, right?
Yep.
Does that bring them just back to 0 or to 1?
No, that brings them up to whatever you roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
A medicine kit can, if you're proficient in the medicine kit with a feat, you can bring somebody back to 1 hit point with that. Otherwise, you can just stabilize them, and within an hour, they'll get 1 hit point.
Okay, she's gonna get 3 healing potions.
Yeah, I'm not
The
sure
450 ones.
Darth can technically use the Staff of Healing.
It's in case you're not around.
Yeah, Darth doesn't have healing, though.
Bard, cleric, or druid. It has to be attuned to.
Oh, to the staff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so it would have to be my staff?
Or dots.
Or Dot's?
Who can already heal.
Yeah, but that spell slot she can use for other things.
That's true.
More
If we
so.
Same with
survive this
Fairline.
encounter.
Fairline does like to use spell slots. So she'll just tell you to hold on to it for now.
Okay, no, that's fine.
You could use the swarming insect staff, though.
Yeah, but she can do that already, I think.
No, Darth could.
Oh, Darth could. Yeah, that's true. So she's gonna turn to you, Darth. Do you want that one that can make insects? It can do swarms, or a giant one, or a huge cloud of them.
Hang on. I'm just, as a player, I'm just looking up what this item actually is.
The staff of swarming insects?
Yeah,
Here, I can link it.
I already have it. It's just swarm of insects.
And,
So it uses
Hondo, are you still around?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Didn't we... Because me and you designed the new, whatever Fairline is.
What? What do I have?
The class. I can't remember its
Oh,
name.
True Artificer?
Yeah, Artificer.
Yeah, I remember helping you
Doesn't...
with.
Yeah, doesn't she have the ability to take, enchantments and move them at level 5, I think it is? Wasn't that what we came up with?
It might.
What do you mean move them?
Like, you can move enchantments from one object to another.
That sounds
Oh,
familiar.
yeah.
So that would be something you would know you could do if you're at that level.
What is it, level 5?
I believe so. I have it written down somewhere in my notes.
Actually, she's gonna ask him if he has any gears.
Gears? Yeah, I probably got quite a few.
Do you? And she's gonna rummage through, pick out probably like 5 gears. How much for these ones?
Gold gear.
When I pull out 5.
Okay. Yep.
5. I'll go ahead and take them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go.
And
with
that's
the
for my
staff of-
personal stash of gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with the staff of insects. I don't, you know, I don't think it's gonna be particularly useful.
Swarms are pretty nasty.
That's true. The insect plague could be nasty. It uses half of it in one. That's basically a one time.
Like a lot of things, it's situational.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's
How
like
much did
most
that
things.
staff cost?
$38.50.
$38.50. Okay, same as the other one then.
Yep.
How are we doing Fairline gold wise?
Just for a quick question about the regeneration ring. Is that a one-time use one?
Nope. The regeneration ring, you regenerate 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes.
Yep.
As long as you have at least 1 hit point. If you lose a body part, it grows back within 1d6 plus 1 days, as long as you have 1 hit point the entire time.
So, for the record, what just happened there was, hey, Fairline, question, squirrel!
Girl!
much.
So in regards to Darth, we are doing you can get the staff.
Okay. Yeah, why don't I get the staff of swarming insects then?
Okay. Can I try to talk him down to the price of 3,500 like the other staff?
Sure, give me a roll.
Okay. What is that going to be?
Persuasion.
Hold on, let me open up stuff here. Hold on. I persuade nothing. I persuade an 8.
Can Darth give an attempt on that?
Nope. It's already been done.
I couldn't use it with an advantage roll.
You already rolled.
Dang it, Darth! Supposed to be faster. Okay.
So are you guys
Yeah,
getting both of the staves?
So you said a druid, a bard, or a cleric can use healing?
Yep.
Correct.
Sounds like time for somebody to take some bard levels.
Don't tempt me. I've thought about it.
Just
Have the
for
charisma.
the inspiration?
That's actually what's been stopping me is the fact that 5th edition bards really got shafted. Honestly, on ability, on that kind of thing.
They're pure support, pretty much.
No, it's the thing they used to do was like, oh yeah, I can do singing and buffing and shit. Not anymore. Like, gotta
You
find
get
it.
bardic inspiration now.
That's my point. It's terrible.
Yeah, I miss my old school bard. The one that killed your dragon.
Yeah, we could technically get the other staff. I'm keeping track hardcore of this money here.
No, the point is bardic inspiration is shit. Like, it's simply a once within the next 10 minutes, a creature can roll the die and add that number to one ability check. It's not like the flat +1 and everything, and things like that. It's crap.
Yeah. But you can roll it to attack, saving throw, or a skill check.
Yeah. And they do get sung over. It's just in general, I don't know.
They're not as good. No, absolutely not.
No, they're not as good for being buff support, they still have a lot of new abilities that I've seen that like they're interesting, but they don't fill that niche anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah. So are you guys getting both staves on?
Yeah.
And did they haggle it down to 3,500 on the other staff?
Nope.
No. So we should be down to like 14,470, if my math is right, which it never is.
Well, I'm just writing down prices right now, and I'm going to take all the
Okay.
prices and put it together later.
All right, so you got 3,500, 5,000, 3,850.
Yep, that's
Wait.
what you guys have spent. Oh, nope, then the 3 healing potions at 450.
We decided not to get those because we had the
Oh.
staff of healing. Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
That's why
I
we
didn't hear
brought
you
up
say
the
it.
whole staff of healing.
Okay, so the healing staff he gave us for 35, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the ring of the mansion for 5,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
And
other
then
staff was at full price.
okay.
Yeah.
What else have we gotten?
That's it so far.
Okay.
Okay, so she's gonna turn around to everybody, to the 2 in there. Is there anything else you guys want?
Wouldn't be a bad idea if you guys picked up that extra set of boots he has.
How much were they?
375.
Oh, that's it. How many does he have? 2 extra?
Yeah, yep, he had 2 extra sets.
She'll grab both of them.
Alrighty.
As soon as my dyslexia decides to let me write. There we go.
That's Lex Dixia to you.
Lysdexia. All right. Darth, is there anything else you want?
I don't think so.
And
Only other
Caroline.
interesting thing is that Pearl of Power.
Yeah, I know. You said it's one-time use?
1 charge. It holds a single up to 3rd level spell. And you can use it, and then you have to fill it
You
again.
have to recharge it again. With
Oh, okay.
casting a
So
new
it's not like
spell
it
into
disappears?
No, it doesn't
How much
disappear.
is it?
Pearl of Power is 450.
450?
Yep.
Yep, she'll get it.
It's basically an
That's
extra
fair
3rd
lines.
level spell slot.
Exactly.
Yeah, she'll take it.
Okay. And +1 leather armors. You pretty much bought everything else. Set
I
of
know, right?
javelins, a long sword of life stealing.
Oh, Fairline would not be into that.
It heals you as you hit them.
No, she still wouldn't be into it. She's too much of a goody two-shoes.
Yeah.
Too vampiric.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it? Okay.
There's the ointment that can heal like 1d6 hit points.
How much is that one?
250, and he has 3 of them. They
She'll take them.
1d4 plus 1.
1d4 plus 1?
Yeah. Oh, that's
1.
doses. 1d4 plus 1 doses. As an action, 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 hit points. Ceases to be poisoned and is cured of any disease.
You know what? Yeah, Fairline's gonna grab. You said 3?
Yep, 3 at 250.
She has an idea for that.
What
How
was
much
that?
was it?
It was 250. What was it again? 2d8 plus
2d8 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
No, and removes poison and cures disease.
Okay.
And then there's the glamour weave.
Caroline wouldn't see any point in using it. If anybody else was with us, maybe then they could think of it Hondo, but you know, other than that.
He thought about it, but he was getting really pressed going there with no money.
Let me think. Would Caroline think of Hondo with that? And how he likes to sneak around, or even Robert?
Well, I will say
Which one is
Eve
this?
is buying some.
And you said it's 50 a yard?
Yep.
Hold on. My brain just stopped.
Let's
And
see.
see, the crafter in me wants to go, how many yards is on the bolt?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Okay. 10.
He also has a what's known as a feather token. It essentially, while you use it, it's a single-use feather fall.
Once again, Caroline sees no point in it. So, just to make sure my
Okay.
math is right, 20 yards would be $1,000, 1,000 gold, right?
Someone
20
else do
yards,
math?
yeah. 20 yards, 1,000 gold.
What was it a yard?
50 gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a math.
Yep, 1,000.
Okay, she's gonna get 10 yards of it for 500 gold.
Okay.
I am running out of place for all the stuff. And she's done.
Alrighty. Any last-minute things, Darth?
I don't think so.
Alright, so you pretty much buy almost everything Pocket has.
And we're now once
And you
again
barely
broke.
spent half of the party funds.
I know. That's why I was like, we're gonna stop. You never know. The ring. Fabric.
What's the spell? Mordenkainen's mansion?
Yep.
Okay.
Mordenkainen's magnificent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be sure, so we got both of the staves, we got the ring, the pearl, the fabric, the boots, both pairs of boots, and Fairline got gears and salve, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This mansion is the same one that what's his nuts uses in
Yes.
Critical Role, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And you guys got the staff of insects?
Yep, we
Warming
got both
insects.
staffs.
Okay.
So we have staff of insects, staff of healing. Are we looking at the stuff that she used the party fund for?
Wait,
Or
what?
everything? Are we looking at the stuff she used the party fund for, or for everything?
I just need to know what she used the party fund for.
Okay, so she used it on the staff of insects.
Right. And I
Okay.
will cut the stream off here, you guys. You all have
Now
a
we're
good
getting
night.
technical.
Yeah. Night, guys.